All right. Good evening, my 6th grade mathematicians, and welcome to my first video of the year. That would be the first video for you guys. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be working through page 24 in your Data About Us workbook. Okay, and this video's purpose is to help you guys prepare for your quiz. Okay, so remember your quiz is on Monday if you're in my odd classes, or on Tuesday if you're in my even class. Okay, well with that, let's go ahead and get started. A good idea is to read the directions, right? So it says for each distribution below, we need to identify the number of people represented by the data. So that's our first thing we need to do. And the second thing we need to do is we need to identify the range, mode, and median of the data. Okay, so I see 3 different graphs. So I'm going to draw a line in between just so I don't get confused. Okay, so there's graph A, and I separate it from graph B. And then I draw a line in between graph B and C again, so that way I don't get confused. Okay. I would also, just to set you guys up for success, I would also, I'm going to make a list of the things that I need. So the first thing I need to do is tell me the number of people. Okay. After that, I need to find the range of my data. I need to find the mode of my data. And then I need to find the median of my data. Okay, and I'm going to do this for all 3 graphs. I'm going to do it for graph A, I'm going to do it for graph B, and I'm going to do it for graph C. Okay, so let's take a look. So first thing, identify the number of people represented by the data. So I'm looking at the dot plot here for distribution of morning scores. Now, remember, each of these dots represents one person, or one data value. Okay, so when they're asking us the number of people represented by this data, we just need to count the dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 people in total for graph A. Okay, now the other thing we should do is, well, we should write out our data set, right? We need to find the range, we need to find the mode, and we need to find the median. So writing out your data set should be one of the first things that you do, okay? So it looks like I am, each tick mark is just increasing by 1. So I don't have any at 10, but I do have 1 11, no 12s, but I do have 4 13s. So I'm going to write 13, 13, 13, and 13. Okay, I have nothing at 14. I have 2 15s, so 1 and 2. I have 1 16, and then lastly I have 1 17. So setting up my data like this will help me find the range, it'll help me find the mode and the median. Easiest, probably straight away you might notice, well, look, I have 4 13s, and that's probably my mode. You would be correct if you're thinking that. 13 shows up 4 times the most out of all of the other numbers. So our mode is 13. Let's go ahead and find our median. So I set up my numbers in numerical order, right? That's my first step that I do to find the median. Next, I'm going to cross out from either side until I reach one value in the middle, or 2. That could happen, but in this case I only have one number in the middle. So my median is 13. The last thing I need to do is find my range. Remember, your range is your maximum value minus your minimum value. Okay, so our maximum value is 17, our biggest number is 17, and our smallest number is 11. 17 minus 11 gives us 6, so that is our range. And I am done with question A. These are my answers for question A. Okay. All right, let's keep going. I'm going to switch to green for question B. So again, I'm going to write down my list that I need over here. So I need the number of people, I need my range, I need my mode, and I need my median. Okay, so number of people, right? I'm just counting the number of dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 people here. Okay, let's go ahead and write out our data set. So this number right here, I think, yeah, every tick mark I increase by 1. So this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, 9, 10, and so on. So it looks like I have 1 8 in my data set. I have 3 10s, so I'm going to write 3 10s, 2 and 3. I have 2 11s, 1 and 2. No 12s, 13s, 14s, or 15s. I have 1 16, no 17, 1 18, no 19s, and then 3 20s. So I'm taking a look at my data and I'm trying to find my mode. I'm trying to find the number or numbers that happen the most. I have 3 10s and I also have 3 20s. So in this case, I'm going to have 2 modes, so you should write both numbers, 10 and 20. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and find our median. Crossing out from either side, going left and right, back and forth until we reach the very center number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, the very center number is 11, or the median is 11. There we go. And last but not least, we have our range. Our maximum value was 20. Subtract our minimum value of 8. So our range, 20 minus 8, gives us 12. And there we go. There's my answers for question B. All right. Let's take a look at this one. So this chart shows us birthday of students by month. Take a look at the information given along the x-axis here, or the bottom line here. Are those numbers? Not so much. This is a graph that shows us categorical data, and this is what we talked about most recently. Okay. Now with categorical data, it is very hard to find a median and a range, but what is very, very common for actually I already used blue. What's very common for categorical data is we can definitely find a mode here. Okay, so we are not going to be finding a median or a range because there's really no way to do that because we don't have numbers, we have months. Okay, then the other thing that you can tell me about this graph, well, how many people? Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at how many people there are. So I'm going to interpret this bar graph here. I'm looking at this first bar. I just highlighted it in red. How many people said they have birthdays in January? Well, it looks like this bar goes halfway in between 2 and 4, which is 3. So 3 people have birthdays in January. It looks like 4 people have birthdays in February. 2 people have birthdays in March. 3 people have birthdays in April. In May, we have 8 people with birthdays in May. In June, we have 10 people. July has 6 people. August has 1 person. September has, I believe, 7 people. October has 8 people. November has 4 people. And December has 7 people. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add up all of these numbers. So you should write on your page 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 8 plus 10 plus 6 plus 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 4 plus another 7. I don't have a calculator with me right now, so I'm going to do some mental math really quick. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. 20 plus 10 is 30. 30 plus 6 is 36. 36 plus 1 is 37. 37 plus 7 is 44. 44 plus 8 is 52. 52 plus 4 is 56. 56 plus 7 is 63. So it looks like the number of people that took this survey is 63. Okay, now we're finding the mode. Don't freak out if your mode is a word. Okay, it's very common for categorical data for our mode to be a word. So what we're looking for is the month that had the most students, right? So it looks like my mode is going to be June, because 10 students said June, or have birthdays in June. Okay, so this is going to be our answer. This is going to be our answer for graph C. That's really all the information we can really interpret from this graph. Okay. All right. Question number 2. I want you guys to go ahead and draw another line in between the birthday graph and number 2, because number 2 is its own separate question. It does not have to do with that graph there. Okay. All right. So this one is a little tricky. So I don't expect you guys to get this one right off the bat. It's going to take a little bit it's going to take a little bit more thinking. Okay. So please bear with me. So it says we're going to be making a line plot showing the frequency of name lengths of 11 pets. I'm going to highlight that or underline it. Name lengths of 11 pets. And I'm going to put a box around 11 pets. Now, remember, we're making a line plot, and line plots have number lines. So we're going to go ahead and set ourselves up with a number line here. Okay. Now, this 11 pets, that's how many total pets there are. So on our line plot, we should have 11 x's. Okay, we're gonna read the rest of this paragraph to figure out where those 11 x's are gonna go. Okay, so it says to choose the name lengths so that the median length is 10 letters. I'm gonna underline median length is 10 letters, so we want the median of our data set to be 10. Our minimum length is going to be 4 letters. So the smallest name is going to be 4 letters. And then the maximum length is 14 letters. Oh my goodness, what name is 14 letters? Anyway, so you're probably wondering, well, Mr. RG, where are we going to get all of this data from? And I'm going to tell you, we're making up this data ourselves. So here's what I know. The minimum length, or the smallest name length, is going to be 4. So I think it would be a wonderful idea to start our number line off at 4. Okay, and I'm going to include at least one pet who has a name length of 4. Okay, so check. I can put a check mark here because I did it. I have a minimum name length of 4. Okay. Next, maximum length is 14 letters, so I think I'm going to end my number line at 14. And boom, check, I have that next requirement checked off. Okay, or actually I don't yet, I need to put one x, at least one x there. Okay, if you have multiple x's there, that's okay, but we're going to double check to make sure that our median length is 10 letters. So I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of my tick marks in here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and label this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay. So, remember, we need 11 total x's. So far I have 2. The only other thing that I need to keep in mind is that I want my median length to be 10 letters. So I would definitely start out with maybe putting 4 or 5 x's over the number 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now I have a total of 7 x's. Let's you can honestly place these last 4 x's anywhere you'd like. So I may put 1 at 7, I may put 2 at 11, and then I need 1 more, I'll put 1 at 6. Okay, and the way we're going to check to make sure that our median length is 10 letters is we're going to write out our data set. So I have 1 4, no 5s, I have 1 6, I have 1 7, I have 5 10s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 2 11s, 1, 2, and then I have 1 14. Okay, now I'm going to determine what my median is. So cross out left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, my median is 10. So I can check that last part off. I have 11 pets. I have a median length of 10 letters. My minimum length is 4 letters, and my maximum length is 14 letters. I encourage you guys to play around with this. See how different you can make your line plot from mine. This is a pretty interesting question. Like I said, it takes a little bit more thinking, but once you get it, it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice feeling. Okay, so that's it for page 24. Let's go ahead and dive right into page 25, which is the second page of your homework for this weekend. Okay, so always a good idea. Read the directions. It says to find the mean, the median, the mode, the range, and the range for each set of numbers. So the first thing you should always do when working with data sets is rewrite them in numerical order. Sometimes they're given to you that way, sometimes they're not, so it's always good to check. So 3, 4, 9, nope, that's not in order. So we're going to rewrite it. 3, 4, 7 should come next, and then 9. Okay, let's go ahead and calculate the mean. You're going to write 3 plus 4 plus 7 plus 7 plus 9. You're going to type that into your calculator, and you're going to press equal. 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 21. 21 plus 9 is 30. So this entire thing right here, I'm going to write down here, this is equal to 30. And what am I dividing by? How many numbers did I add together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I divide by 5, and my mean is 6. And there we go. Okay, let's find the median. The median, we're just crossing out from left, and right. So my median is going to be 7. My mode, let's take a look. Well, it looks like it's going to be 7 because I have 2 7s and 1 of everything else. And then lastly, my range, take the largest value minus the smallest value, and that is our range. And there we go. Woohoo! All right, I am actually only going to do 3 of these. So I'll do A, I'll do D, and F. Okay, D and F are the data sets with a little bit more numbers, so I will lend you a hand there. Okay, so I'm moving on to question D, mainly because I think you guys can handle it. Okay, I believe in you guys. You guys can do it. So I'll help you out with these trickier ones. Okay, first things first, list the data set in order from least to greatest. So I have a 1, I have a 2, I have a 4, I have 3 5s. Seems like a good mode to me. And then I have 1 6. So let me double check to make sure I have all of my numbers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, now let's go ahead and find our mean, the first item on our list. I add 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6. And let's see what this equals. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 3 5s, that's like 7 plus 15. Right, so 7 plus 15 is 22. 22 plus 6 is 28. So I have a sum of 28, and I'm dividing by, I said 7 numbers. So it looks like my mean is 4. And there we go. Let's go ahead and find the median value. Crossing out from left or side, the right side, left side, right side, left side, right side. My median value is 5. My mode, well, it looks like I have 3 5s, so my mode is 5. And then lastly, my range, I do my maximum value minus my minimum value. 6 minus 1 gives me 5. All right, there we go. We have one more to do together. All right, first step, list the data set in order from least to greatest. I have a 2, I have a 3, I have a 4, I have a 5, 2 6s, and a 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I have 7 numbers. Okay, let's go ahead and find the mean. 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 9. You're gonna write that down first and then type it into your calculator. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. 14 plus 6 gives me 20. 20 plus 6 is 26. 26 plus 9 is 35. So 35, and I said there were 7 total numbers, so I'm going to divide by 7. So my mean is 5. Let's find my median value. Crossing out from the right, left, right, left, right. Okay, there we go. We have 5 in the middle, so our median is 5. The mode, the number that shows up the most, is 6. And then my range, my maximum value is 9. My minimum value is 2 for a range of 7. And there you have it. Again, I think you guys can do B, C, and E completely on your own. Keep practicing. Please let me know if you have any questions. Just send me a message on my Connect, and I will be happy to help you. Alright, you guys, this is the end of my video, and I will see you in the next lesson.